Hello, welcome to Scrap Time. My name's Christine, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make some stamps using the postage stamp paper pads. And I have number 1 and number 2, and I think there's even a third one. Now, if you watched my previous video, I got these from a store called Paper Plus Cloth in Toronto, and they do ship, I'm pretty sure, internationally. And it is a product actually from Asia. I don't know if I'm not exactly sure where, but it's from Asia. So I was using these this summer, and they're a lot of fun to use. So I thought I'm going to share how to do it. So first of all, we'll start with set 1. I'll just randomly pull out a sheet. So, I mean, it doesn't look like much right now, especially with the camera, you can't really see much. So what it is there's 6 different rectangles, 1 triangle, and you get 5 sheets of each. So I'm going to show you what you actually get in this pad. So these are the the triangles. You can see there, and I made little birds on them from the Crazy Bird set. Then we have a whole variety of different size rectangles, and these are some that I did, so you can see what you can do with them. They're super cute. And so all of these come from set number 1. So basically on each sheet you will get 2 stamps. Now the thing is, you will have all this excess, and I'm going to be making one, so you'll see you'll have all this excess, but you can still use them to make little designs. You don't have to throw it away. All the bits are usable. So you can see here, I used all the tiny little bits and made a whole bunch of things with them. So now I'll show you set 2. So set 2 is 5 different shapes, 7 sheets of each style. So here there's like some big ovals, there's circles, there's this sort of more postagey one with the corners, diamonds, and then here's some little hexagons. So you can see how you can make really cool embellishments with these. I used a whole variety of different stickers and stamps and rub-ons and stickers and all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to show you how you can go from a single piece of white paper to these really colorful, fun embellishments. So I'm going to use my distress inks, and I just pulled out a variety of blues and pinks and greens. We'll use walnut stain for the edge. So I'll start with Salty Ocean. Now I find that this paper is not the best paper for ink. So when you first put it on, you're going to get those things. It doesn't like to blend out very much. However, once you get it into these tiny pieces, it's not so noticeable. So I'm not too concerned about it. So you'll see as we go on. So I'm just putting some color, blending it a bit. That was Salty Ocean. Let's go for some Twisted Citron. So you can still blend your colors, but you do sometimes get those blotchy spots. Now, as I'm doing this, now you should be able to see some of these lines appearing. So here are our 2 main stamps, and then all these other bits around are those excess pieces that I was showing you. I'm gonna put a bit of picked raspberry in there. And so when you're putting your ink on too, you want to be knowing that because that square, that's your focal one. So if you want picked raspberry, don't just put it over here on the edge like you would maybe on a card, because that's fine if you're going to use this piece, but it's not your main focus part. And I think I'll put some peacock feathers on, and that will probably be enough, because we ended up getting a lot of ink on here. Okay, so that will do it for ink. So now all we're going to do, I'll probably just tear one off just so you can see. So it has that perforated edge, and that's what makes it cool for the postage stamp, right? So as I mentioned, so these can all be broken apart, and you can still stamp on them and do different things with them too. Now, if you wanted to do sort of like a background stamp, I forgot, I sort of do it when it was like this, and I would stamp my background over everything, and then it would already be there. I have this set here, so maybe I'll just do a little bit of background stamping with like colors I already used. So if I was to put like some more green on. You just get a little bit of texture there. I'm not going to do too much on this one because I'm going to do my focus. So I just brought out this set here just to show you, because these are small areas, you can do so many things. So like here on this one, I had just stamped it like over top of this. So you can look at your stamps and see what small little areas you have to stamp on. This one here was right from there. Some of these are smaller stamps or other stamps. Then I used like a lot of these butterflies from different sets. And then I'm going to use again the Snarky cats. And so that's what I was using, like here. You can see all their cute little faces. So you can just pull out your like stamp sets you have and see what you can use. So here's another one. See what stamps you can use on this, and you can make some really fun little things. So I'll use the Snarky cats again. Which little guy do I want to use? Oh, this is the one Mark told me. So all you do is you pull them off, you ink them up. I always like to stamp with Archival ink. It's just a personal preference, but you can use a dye ink or whatever you want. And then you just sort of lay them down. And press it with your fingers. I find this easiest because I can see where I am stamping. And there we have our little guy. And then I like to take my walnut stain and just go around the edges, and that really just brings out that perforated edge. Like that. So from there, like on some of them, as I had put numbers on, I have a small number set as if it was like the price of the stamp. Other ones I put little postage things on. Here's this one too. I put like this little postage stamp on as if it had gone through the mail. So there's so many things you can do, whatever you want. But I just wanted to show you how cool they are, because when you see them just in the paper, you might not understand what they are. And then you're like, well, what do I do with it? Here's a bunch of tags I have with other ones I've done. So I've just used them as embellishments. on my different tags or projects. And then here too, I use those little bits too on things. So, you know, nothing goes to waste. And yeah, you can just play around with them, and depending if you just want rectangles or if you like having like these ovals and diamonds and stuff. They're really fun and quick, and you can do Christmas themes for the holidays or Halloween, or I mean, they're good all year round. I'll just keep bringing these out. You can see them all, how cute they are. And like I could go back and add more texture on this, or like postage stamps. There's just, you know, whatever you like. Rub-on stickers. Here's another one, and then all these little tiny bits. So check that out. As I said, the postage stamps are from a store called Paper Plus Cloth, and then the other stamps are just anything you want to use. I've just went through my collection and just pulled out a bunch of stamps to use. So there you go. I hope that gives you a lot of inspiration.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to give our video a thumbs up and subscribe to Scrap Time videos on YouTube. In the meantime, here are a couple other videos you might be interested in watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.